Hey folks, I'm James. Welcome to today's video. If you're following South African politics and US politics to any degree, you'll be aware of this furore that's going on between Donald Trump, perhaps Elon Musk most probably, and the South African government about the land grabbing law that's just come into place in South Africa. In South Africa now, the government is entitled to take any property, not just land, but any property without compensation for any reason that they deem to be in the public good. And Donald Trump very promptly put out a verbal himself saying there will be withholding of certain types of assistance to South Africa, a couple of specific things to South Africa, an implication that South African farmers, Afrikaans speaking particularly, might be granted refugee status in the US. I'm following this very closely. It could mean potentially that several 100,000 farmers or just young, skilled, talented South Africans leave this country and go and live in the US. Now, it's all a bit up in the air and far-fetched and weird and freaky. Everyone's freaking out right now. But I would have thought, at the very least, that there would be some pressure on the rand. But actually, and this all took place after the close of trade on Friday, very, very late on Friday. So what's going to happen to the South African rand against the US dollar? If this chart goes up, it means the rand's getting weaker. If this chart goes down, it means the rand's getting stronger. So we're stuck under this red channel line, and we've got the green, much longer term channel line bottom below us down there. This is what I thought would happen, and we were short for a while from that level there down to around about this black line, and we've exited those shorts because the rand started to weaken again. Not recently, not because of the Donald Trump thing in the US. This was in November around the election time, and then bounced up. And then we've seen it in recent weeks. But the last week has actually strengthened. The rand's actually strengthened. This chart's moved down. Be very interesting to see what happens early in the Japanese session on Sunday night, and whether this will have gapped dramatically up or down or not changed, depending on how the market has thought about and digested this Donald Trump aid being withheld from South Africa, and also Afrikaans, South Africans being offered refugee status in the US. Now, it's all very airy-fairy right now. Nothing's very clear about any of it. What will be withheld, what won't be, who's going to be invited to the US, if anyone, as refugees, we don't know. But it's an interesting one to keep an eye on. And so far, until we see the opening gap, if there is one on the weekend. So that's all I've got to say for now. Have a fantastic weekend. And if you have any comments or questions, put them in the comments below. And I'd really appreciate your subscription and your thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.